Hey everyone, it's Miss Eimel. I just want to go through a little bit of a review of order of operations to help you kind of remember how to do them for any future use. So what I am going to go over today is PEMDAS and exponents and how to solve everything. So first of all, we have PEMDAS, also known as Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally, also known as parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, and subtract. So I'm going to add what that looks like so you can remember. All right. So when you're solving order of operations, if you have a problem like we've been seeing the last few weeks, it does need to go in order of this. So for example, if I had a problem like 5 plus 3 squared divided by, 4. If I were to solve that, I'm going to change this to a 5. I would start by doing the parentheses first. 5 plus 3 is 8 squared. No, I'm going to keep that a 4, sorry. Divided by 4. And then I would take my exponent next. So 8 to the second. Remember, an exponent means I'm just taking 8 times 8, which is 64. And then I do my divided by 4 last. 64 divided by 4 would be 16. So solving them, you just go in order of what is happening in the problem. For exponents, just really quickly, remember if I have something like this, anytime you have a number with an exponent of 0, your answer is going to be 1. And anytime you have an exponent of 1, it's going to be what this base number is. So a base number is the main number. The exponent is the little number. So base number and an exponent. Keep that in mind. And then when you have an exponent, let's say I have 5 to the second. I could also say 5 squared. That means I'm taking 5 times 5, so 25. If I have 5 to the third power, or 5 cubed, you might hear, that means I have 5 times 5 times 5. So I'm taking this to get 25 and take 25 times 5. I get 125. So it goes on and on like that. I could do 5 to the 4th, 5 to the 5th, 5 to the 1,000,000th, whatever it is. But use that to help you with your exponents. Multiply and divide, add, subtract. I'm not going to go over right now just because you should have a pretty good idea of all that. We've done it before. But when we're getting more into using variables, unknown variables, where we have x or y, we've talked a little bit about that. Let's say I have x to the third plus y to the second. If I have something like this, it's going, usually right now in 6th grade, you're going to see problems like that, and they'll tell you what these numbers, or what represents. So let's say when x equals 4 and y equals 5. So that means I'm going to take this x equals 4 and put it in where that x is, and this y equals 5 is going to slide over to where that y is. So now I'm going to have 4 to the third plus 5 to the second, and I can solve it from there. So I would take 4 times 4 times 4 and 5 times 5. Let me just do quickly 16 times 4 because my brain is tired. It's been a long day. 64 plus 25, and then I get my final answer of 89. All right, so order of operations, not too bad. Just remember PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, however you want to put it. And then these exponent rules, to the 0 power means it's just 1. It doesn't matter if it's 5 to the 0 power, 43 to the 0 power, 1 billion to the 0 power, it's always going to be 1. And when you have an exponent of 1, it's always going to be what this base number is. So a base number is the bigger number. All right, if you have further questions, feel free to ask me, and I will see you in class. Thanks, everyone.